How's it, DP Show family, Dan Nation? Some of you asked for it, now all of you have got it. This is the Ryan in Honolulu, Dan Patrick Fan Show. Welcome to the program already in progress. Take your section row seat. I'm literally Ryan in Honolulu, and who wouldn't want to host a Dan Patrick Fan Show? What we're going to go through here is the daily happenings of the Dan Patrick Show from a fan perspective. I want to hear your tweets on Facebook and email. Let me know your suggestions, opinions, thoughts on the show. I'll give you a shout out here on the podcast. And also, I'll give you my pithy opinion on if it's a walk-off or a pork-off. So we're going to go through everything Dan Patrick Show. And I'm looking for fan engagement, so let's do that. Also, I will talk some sports, so please just Twitter at me at Ryan Rawlings or use the hashtag dpshowfamily, and I'll see your comments, opinions, suggestions, and we'll address that on the show. We're going to go through MVD and LVD. For those of you who don't know, that's most valuable Danette, least valuable, on a weekly basis. And we're just going to go through the highlights of the show. We'll do some daily polls on at Ryan Rawlings at Twitter. Also, you can email me, Ryan at ryaninhonolulu.com. There's also Facebook, Ryan in Honolulu, part of the Dan Patrick locker room. Shout out to the OGs. And basically, I'm going to give you my thoughts on hour per hour on the Dan Patrick Show on the daily. So hour 1, hour 2, hour 3. And I'm going to tell you what was sneaky good and maybe what was more so thank you, Todd. This is the intro show of Ryan in Honolulu, a Dan Patrick fan show. And you might be wondering what this is or why I'm wearing it. This is a lei, and this is a custom for Hawaii for if you are a visitor to Hawaii or you come back from travels or if it's a special occasion for you. So if it's a wedding or a graduation or a birthday, you might receive a lei from family and friends in celebration. Well, my wife at Paradise May on Twitter has given me this lei today as celebration because this is my first podcast and I hope many more to come for Ryan in Honolulu, a Dan Patrick fan show. So this is a time for celebration for me, a happy time, and I just hope that you guys get involved. Send me your tweets and emails and Facebook comments, and I'll address them. It's about fan engagement in this show, and it's about, recapping the Dan Patrick Show on the daily, and it's about just, enjoying the time between us fans, us DP Show family. So specifically, you can tweet me during the show, reach out to me during the show, but I don't want to detract from you enjoying Dan Patrick Show. So the hour or two after the show, please contact me and I will read all of that and I'll incorporate it into the podcast, which should come out soon after that. As Paulie says, it's all about content. And there's going to be plenty for this podcast. We all love Dan Patrick Show. I'm going to be reviewing the Meat Friday songs that are played. And as soon as the AUAA kicks in, we're going to be reviewing those games as well. We're going to reach out to fans and try and get some interviews happening later on in the podcasts. And yes, it's gonna be an early start for me, in case you're wondering. Now daylight savings is kicked in, I only have to get up at 4 a.m. to start watching the Dan Patrick Show on BR Live. But it's worth it to me. I'll be getting up and then be taking notes on the show, and I'll be listening to all of you guys interacting with me. And then straight after the show, start producing the podcast, and then I'll get it out soon after. So this should be an exciting experience for all of us. If you're having a bad day, just think Ryan in Honolulu's getting up at 4 a.m. to watch Dan Patrick Show. Alright, well, I think that's pretty much it for the intro podcast. I didn't want to make it too long. I just want to thank all of you guys' support. I know we have a great connection and a great group of Dan Patrick Show fans, especially on Twitter. Hope that continues. To check out my latest Meat Friday video coming up soon. Alright.